Hey, this is Erico. I hope you guys are doing fantastic because I am back on your computer screen once again. Japan, Japan, Japan is having a problem over a Nike commercial. The minute and some second commercial was uploaded to the internet, at first many people loved the message. Then, as the commercial continued to be online, you got those people that started jumping on, and it disturbed them greatly. Those demons that some people try to hide, when you unveil the truth, here they come. They start going crazy. The commercial showcases a half black, half Japanese girl, a Korean boy, and a Japanese girl, and they all are subject to bullying. They go through this inner turmoil in themselves because they feel like they're not good enough. Like, what can they do to fit in, to not be bullied, to not be seen as different, to just be seen as human? And they come to the conclusion after a while is that they are enough. They just need to be themselves and stride toward their goal, build a new future. And the people that want to join them and love them for them, those are the people that matter. It's a very beautiful commercial. I watched it multiple times because the message is just so impactful for me. And watching it, I was like, this needed to happen. And Nike is always pushing the envelope with these types of videos and commercials and imagery. And then you have some Japanese people who came flying out of the woodworks saying that Japan doesn't have discrimination. Japan hasn't gone through this bullying in years, and this is outdated information. And I always gotta wonder, when I find people who are so quick to jump and say this is not discrimination, this is discrimination, or you're just pulling the race card, or you're just playing victim, when someone is giving their experience, why are you doing this? What do you get out of this? It has nothing to do with you. If you don't feel like that is actually a case of discrimination or that discrimination exists, move along. Why do you feel the need to constantly jump in, especially if you're not of said discriminated group? But every time you look, here come these people, and it's like they feel righteous to say, well, no, this is not actually what you say it is, and you just need to do this and then everything will be better. It's not going to be better because obviously we're having problems, and we're telling you our perspectives. Japan has had a problem with discrimination. Japan has had a problem with bullying. The discrimination problem has gotten a tiny bit better. We're seeing more multicultural people, but Japan has always had multicultural people. From famous singer from the early 2000s, Crystal K. Well-known singer. Still pretty well-known, because she was one of the first singers that looked like she looked and that was on TV. Many other after her. The boys that are in Exile Tribe. They're all around, but I bet you each and every one of these people that I've named could give you a story about them being discriminated against. Because discrimination is everywhere. And instead of people trying to say, well, I haven't experienced it, or I've seen people who look different have a good time, try to downplay people who are telling you their stories. You need to just zip your mouth and listen. Then we can go from there. You trying to discredit somebody when they're trying to tell you their hardships because of their race. No matter if they're playing the race card, no matter if it's a lie or not, the best thing you can do is listen. That's all. You constantly trying to tell somebody, no, it is not this, is not making the situation better. You trying to pretend that it's not there is not making the situation better. Some Japanese people that try to say that people that are on the outside can't comment on their culture and what's going on in it, that's going to set the whole country back, because we're going to have multiple people that look like that girl in this commercial that is half Japanese, half something else, half Korean, half something else, half East Asian, half something else, that is going to be in the society. And nobody is saying that you have to take on American ideals about discrimination. What we're asking for is the common decency of respect when someone is around you that's different. You don't even have to like a person because of their skin color per se, but respect that person still. That's all that we ask for. Don't be disrespectful because someone looks different than you. Japan is making tiny bits of strides. I saw the new lineup with Miss Japan. This is something that keeps happening. I think that it's a wonderful thing because it needs to be seen. I know it's not in Japanese people's culture to be so direct, but I do hope that many Japanese people learn from this commercial and they have that conversation, and that if they see someone who is different being discriminated against, to speak up. Being silent is being complacent. And it means that at the end of the day, you're just as bad as those people that are being discriminatory. So learn to at least help people out that are asking for help. Because we are all human, we all have our differences, different cultures, different backgrounds. But we must learn to love each other and accept all of our differences. Even in a place like Japan that just has mostly one race. For the people that are coming to Japan, East Asia, Korea, China, wherever you may go, welcoming people with open arms to experience your culture and see the positive parts of your culture, I think is very important. So you guys, this is a lot to think about. Check out the commercial if you haven't already. Follow my social media, mostly my Instagram. Also have a blog on East Asian pop culture. The link is always down in the description box below. And remember, be real, stay real, live in the real. And I will always be back. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves.